When you're going to access the machine or even to get it into troubleshooting mode, you're going to have to get access to the panel, the main panel of the CPU. And what we'll do is we'll just take a camera shot underneath to show you where you can find it. Now basically this is a close-up, and so we don't have to have the cameraman laying on his back. This is the power switch for the unit. This is where the power adapter goes. The power adapter is a universal power adapter. It doesn't take much. The whole machine will take under 14 watts. So any normal outlet will do. The power adapter will take anything from about 110 volts or 100 volts all the way up to 240 volts, 50 or 60 cycle. This is the USB connector. If you're going to be hooking to a computer for SizeIt, or there's a lot of third-party software out there that will hook up directly to this. This is for an RS-232 hand scanner with a beeper, and they can actually scan, and the machine will collect the scanned data and output it. This is an RS-232. It's a printer port, but in most cases, a lot of people use them for collecting the data out on an RS-232. This is not used right now. It's not on our machines. These particular ones that you see here are ExpressCube connectors, and these are used, one of which is the connector here, and any of our data like a customer display or whatever can be used and accessed using these little connectors. Now, to get into the data diagnostic mode, generally speaking, you will notice that I don't have it on here, but there is an ExpressCube seal located between the power switch and the power adapter. And if you lift that off, what you'll see is there's a little button underneath. You can see it, it's slightly recessed here. And what you have to do is you have to go in and push a button into here, and for about 2 seconds. And at that point, you will have access to the troubleshooting guide on the LCD controller. So the LCD controller will give you a lot of diagnostics onto the machine. The first one I would suggest you do when you're first going into the machine is to click into number 2. Now you'll see a diagnostics menu come up, and you'll see number 1, display reports. And this is a very helpful one, particularly if you are having any kind of problems with the machine as far as flashing lights go. A lot of anything to do with the arrays will probably show up on this. You'll see there's an operating temperature that's listed here on the CPU, the weight that would be normally displayed on the screen. This is the OS version of the machine itself. This is the LCD software version that's on here. And here are the banks. And if you're going to have a problem with data banks, or if for some reason something's happened on there, what this thing does is tells you what the machine it's been set up for. Connected means it's a setting in the machine that tells it that it is a 480 machine. And in this case here, in a 480 machine, the length is made out of 8 segments. The width is 5 segments. And the segments are called arrays, and the height is 6. That's ideally, what's required is on the bottom here. And this is according to the model. So in 480, it is, we need 8 here, we need 5 here, we need 6 here. And connected is what the machine sees. So if you see 8, 5, and 6, and 8, 5, and 6 here, that means that the machine is at least looking at all the arrays, and it knows that they're there.